What is up, everybody? DousGaming here, and welcome back to Mass Effect. Now, I know I said I was going to keep a schedule and all this, but with me being such a new channel and stuff, I'm still trying to figure out my little niche in said videos, and honestly, I came to the realization that with me just even this is only week 2, and just in the realization that the way I was setting up the weeks would not be fun for me, especially, and probably not all that good for you guys.
All kinds of interference. Damn. Sorry. There's a lot of feedback. See if I can fix it. In the meantime,
Oh, it's just this all over again? But yeah, I realized that it probably wouldn't be good for you guys because I only, with me recording all on Sunday, it would become very time consuming, and honestly, I think it would get very boring for me, which just with these past week's videos of me recording, which, when I upload these, it's probably going to be like a whole mass load of videos will be uploading all at once. Excuse me. To do that, and honestly, it's just I don't want to do that because I found myself getting irritated really fast and really bored, feeling like it was just very tedious because when I'm sitting there recording and stuff, I'm not just playing the game to have fun. As you guys have probably heard me mentioning in a few things which I'm about to talk about, is like I'll look at the time, realize I have to record this for so long, and while I'm actually playing said video game, right, I am actually thinking in the back of my mind, I'm thinking about several different things because it's just how I've always been. And because my brain can multitask. Oh shit. No, 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 no.
all targets eliminated.
How the fuck do I get through this? But I think about several things all at once. Is how my brain has always been. Is that fuck off, you proximity mine. That's just how my brain. God damn it! How am I supposed to get through this? But as I was saying, because I keep getting distracted, which is one thing with me, that's very easy for me to do. I think of several things all at once. I cannot actually control it. And that's one thing when I'm recording. I constantly think of, okay, I gotta try to do better videos because I'm really constantly down on myself all the time with my videos, which is why I apologize so much. Because I'm very hard on myself because I work really hard in general for reasons that if you guys really want to know, I'll tell you, but it's like not exactly important reasons other than the fact I've always just been an exceptionally hard worker when it comes to things I do. I don't like half-assing it. It feels wrong, like, to half-ass something, especially something I enjoy with these, because I play video games, other than just to have fun, but, like, I've never actually been the kind of person to sit down and play video games with my friends, because growing up, shocker right here, I've never actually had a whole lot of friends. Like, I think the most friends I've had at one given time in my entire life was, like, 4 friends in total. And not even like really close friends either, right? It was just like friends that were there. Okay, who's shooting me? The fuck? Okay, seriously guys, how the hell am I supposed to get through this? Because there's like a whole bunch of mines and I have no idea how to get through this. But yeah, I'm not exactly the most social of guys. This is really for like these commentary things, and I have my moments where I do good commentary because I'm really goofy. I'm very me. Oh shit. But that's just mainly like because to be totally honest, it's because I had a bunch load of caffeine sitting in my system, and I had oh fuck. Oh come on. Fuck you, you proximity. How am I supposed to? God damn it. Okay, so I had to look up how to get through those mines, and I was doing it wrong because I'm an idiot. But I don't even remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, like, and me as a person, like, so with the friends thing, not having many friends, and me not talking a whole lot in general, other than with like family and stuff, where they think I like never shut up. But that's because I'm comfortable around them, and I've known them my entire life, and once I actually get to know a person, I can honestly, like, I guess not really be myself, but I can be more vocal because I'm more of myself I'm myself all the time. It's just people only see about half my personality because I don't want to rub people the wrong way, but also because if I'm just meeting the person or I haven't known them that long, I actually am more quiet because or I'm very vocal depending on my mood. But it's very different from what people understand it to be because of the fact that when I first meet a person, right, it's because I'm either very quiet when and studying them at first, right? Because as a person, I study people, if that can make any sense to you guys. Gotta stay between these two. I'm getting too close. I gotta be like super careful with this shit. But like I study people because I'm trying to get a read on them because in general, as I've talked about this before, I do not really understand people in whole because of the fact I've never had that many friends to begin with. Didn't talk all that much when I was younger. I always had my nose in the book and that sort of thing. And so, oh fuck. I study people to try to get a read on their like who they are as a person, what their mindset's at, what kind of humor they're okay with, and then once I get a basic idea of hearing them talk a little while, and just kind of, well, honestly, kind of just, staring at them in a very creepy fashion, because I also, like, look at a person's face a lot to try to get a read, like, because I have a very hard time remembering people's names in general. I've always had that problem since even when I was a little kid, even though I had, like, a eidetic memory when I was younger. I could remember like 99% of everything, even though eidetic memories, you can remember everything. Although I don't really think that's actually 100% true. I think you can just remember almost everything that happens around you and stuff. Like me personally, I don't know. But I was just told I had an eidetic memory when fuck, my gun is all fucked up. I'm getting shot and I'm an idiot. I was just told that because I cracked my skull open when I was 4, I had an eidetic memory. But due to events after that, I've lost it to where it's now like, from what I'm told, it's like more like a partial eidetic memory where I can remember almost everything I've done or seen. But when it comes to certain things, I have a harder time remembering, if at all, which comes to, I have a very hard time remembering people I meet's name. Like if it's a character in a game and stuff, which is kind of weird, where I can usually remember their names very easily. Except for a few minutes where I'm just like, like everybody has is like, I have those brain farts where like, I had it a second ago, next thing you know, it's just like poof, my brain's like, no, you're not going to remember it right now, you're going to look like an idiot. And, I do have those moments a lot, especially if you guys watch me play, my Yu-Gi-Oh series, is like the guy Nistro, right? I kept calling him Bruno for like the longest time because I kept forgetting his name. And it's an exceptionally easy name to remember. He's one of my favorite characters in the anime, right? But for some reason my mind just kept going blank when it came to his name. But anyways, but like I can remember, like, if you asked me the pantheon of the Greek gods, I can recite them by heart and stuff, and those are really hard names to remember. But if you were to ask me a person I literally just met and they literally just told me their name not even 5 seconds ago, I will not remember it.
You've got to hurry. You've really pissed them off. Their leader's setting charges everywhere. I think he's going to blow this whole facility.
Get away from there!
Don't shoot, please! No!
Who's shutting down the torches? I won't ask you again.
Wasn't that her twin brother too?
Find this problem and deal with it. Get her out of here!
So yeah, and numbers I have a very hard time. Like I can only remember. Well, okay, that's not a whole truth, but I can have a very hard time with long sequence numbers. My maximum memory count, at least that I've tested, I've never actually, and I know I can push it farther and farther the more I, try to memorize things, because it's really easy to do, because I never had a problem with learning. But my maximum count for memorizing numbers is like 4 numbers in a row. So like 5, 2, 4, 8, you know, like that. So that's my maximum count on memorizing numbers because I've never been good with numbers to begin with. They've always confused me a whole lot because, well, when I was younger it was really easy because math is really easy, but once I start hitting like decimals and fractions and stuff, it just went over my head. And they're essentially how you do them, I'm told, is like very, very similar in that ways. But once it hit that, like I even have had trouble with like division for the longest time, like embarrassingly so, because I never. But by the time I was doing division, I think I was in like 5th grade, and events during 5th grade were not the best. That's actually because, like, if you were to look at my school records, right, from preschool to 4th grade, I was the straight A student. I was actually in advanced classes because of how smart I was. I guess they wanted to bump me up a couple grades because I guess by the end of 4th grade, I guess my teacher gave me like some tests, and I was at a learning curve of an 8th grade student. Like let's see, I'm trying to remember all this. Remember, because I only recently learned this myself from my grandma, because she was telling me about it, wondering what happened, because we were just talking and stuff. But she showed me some paperwork and stuff that my mom and them had to fill out. But my mom turned it down because she thought I'd be bullied and stuff when I was younger. But I guess my reading level, which has always been high, like by the time when I was like 4 years old, I was reading at a second or third grade level. I think by the time I was 5, I was reading at a 3rd grade level. But which nowadays isn't that big of an accomplishment. But back then, you know, being born in the early 90s and stuff, it was a big deal. But by the time in 4th grade, I was apparently reading at an 11th grade level in 4th grade, and my math level was at an 8th grade level, and my science level was at an 8th grade level. It would have been higher, but again, science had to do with a lot of math that confused me at the time and stuff. So I was learning all that and essentially just rounded up to 8th grade, around that area for that. And apparently they wanted to bump me up a couple grades. But my mom turned it down thinking that I'd get bullied. And I guess it wasn't the first time either, because she then pulled out some stuff like when I was in 1st grade, they wanted to put me in second to 4th, 3rd to 5th, that sort of thing. It just kept going up and up. But as soon as I actually hit 5th grade, you know, I went from having straight A's, being the most, you know, kind of the not trying to be arrogant, and this is gonna sound really douchey. I'm not trying to be. This is just stuff I recently learned, and it kind of fits into the way how I was in school and stuff, and it kind of makes sense now. Of kind of being like one of the smartest kids. I know I wasn't the smartest. I know I wasn't. I acted kind of dumb, but my test scores showed differently. But I did act really dumb as a kid because I did stupid things. But I think every kid does. But one of the smartest kids in the classroom. Like one of them. So, and you know, I always had a hard time talking with people because I always felt more comfortable with people older than my age, because my mind, I guess, was more advanced or such. And this video might be a little bit longer because of the fact that I want to get all these damn torches done, because that way it's almost done. Alright, let's get this one done. X, B, Y, B. And I was going to talk about something really fast to you guys. And at the very beginning of the video, and I can't remember if I did it or not. Oh, you have a very good memory that used to be eidetic, so I think it's like partial eidetic now, because it's not photographic quite, but it's just like slightly above.
Right there. This doesn't have to end in bloodshed.
Hey, how you doing?
Don't come any closer. We can do this the hard way, or we can end this peacefully.
I didn't think you Batarians knew the meaning of the word.
Look, I'm just doing my job here. Hijacking this rock wasn't my idea. I signed on to make a little profit. A quick slave grab, nothing more.
This isn't just a slave grab anymore. Millions of people are gonna die.
Don't you think I know that? I'm just following orders here. If it were up to me, we'd have already left.
Well, it's not too late. You can still leave.
I don't think so. Balak would skin me alive and sell my hide out of spite. Crazy bastard. This whole mission's gone to hell and I'm gonna pay for it.
So why do you listen to him?
Good question. I had a bad feeling about this from the moment we landed. Now Balak wants you dead. And what Balak wants, Balak gets. I can't change that.
Do you always want to be second in command? Get me out of here and I'll take care of Balak. Then you can start giving the orders.
Huh. An interesting proposal.
Sorry about that, guys. I forgot that was downloading. I downloaded that like months ago too.
Problem now.
Hell, I think it's been almost half a year since I started that download. Just shows how much I actually play my 360 now, guys.
Balak will get what's coming to him, and so will you if I ever catch you in human territory again. Are we clear?
Perfectly. Balak's holed up in the main facility. You'll need this to get in. Don't underestimate him. He's a mean bastard. Let's go. We're getting off this rock.
But yeah, anyways, I'm Deuce of DousGaming. May the heart of the cards be with you guys. And as always, comment down below what you liked about the video. And if you didn't like it, comment down below what you didn't like about it. And maybe you can tweak a few things here and there. And I hope to see y'all next time. Peace!